Hey everyone, Miss Nancy here, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to part 2 of episode 4 of my toy reveal. So I had to break it down into 2 different videos because otherwise it was just way too long. It was over 26 minutes every single time that I finished, and I finished like 5 times. I spent a lot of time on this toy reveal video. I mean, probably more time refilming it over and over again than I would have if I just like filmed the whole thing, took like 2 hours to film it because obviously doing different takes and stuff like that, and then editing it. I spent more time doing take after take after take after take than if I had a laptop and could edit it. Dear God, I need a laptop. Real bad. But anyways, so the first part was for these common ponies, if you will, and part 2 is going to be uncommon and even a rare pony. You may be able to classify 2 or 3 of them as rare. I know everyone kind of has their own opinion of what makes a pony rare, but one of them I would definitely call a rare pony, and then the others is kind of like up to you guys, I guess. I guess. I said I don't like pissed off. I guess it's up to you guys. But anyways, there was a couple of things I wanted to continue going over, but I had to stop that video immediately, part 1, because it was getting way too long. I do want to apologize for that. So I've decided I want to give you guys information when I do these videos. I don't want to just show you the ponies and move on. I want to actually give you information that you'll find interesting because I find it interesting. And why wouldn't you want to learn about the item that you collect? So I'm going to tell you guys rumors and conspiracies and stories and facts, obviously, and like a bunch of other stuff. Like I really brain farted right there. But yeah, so I really want to do that, and so the videos are going to be like, I guess I'm probably going to do a lot of part 1, part 2, part 3 videos because it's just really hard to show you the ponies and give you information on them and keep it really, really short, especially with not being able to actually edit the videos and edit out like the little stuff and having to do it in one whole take. So anyways, with these, this is a flat foot lemon drop and this is a concave foot. Hold on. Girl, you are not making me look good. This is a flat foot cotton candy, and this is a concave foot lemon drop. So it is typically believed that the reason they went from the flat foot to the concave foot version had to do with balance. Her falling over a couple times probably gave you an idea of if that's true or not. So that really didn't help my case very much. But in part 1, I actually test that out. I test out the theory by doing whatever I did to her, I do to her to test out their balance. And it might be very interesting to you, so definitely make sure you check out part 1 for that reason. But there was a couple of other things I still wanted to go over with you guys. So if you look at Cotton Candy, again, she's the flat foot version, you'll notice that her front leg is actually shorter than her back leg. But then with Lemon Drop, who's the concave foot version, her legs are actually the same length. So that was another thing that they decided to fix when they went from the flat foot versions to the concave foot versions. Now another theory is that the reason they did the change is because you see the stamps on the bottom of their hooves where it says the company's name. The flat foot versions, obviously that stamp or that writing is touching the ground along with the hooves. So if the hooves were to wear down, that writing or that stamp would go away. Whereas with the concave, it's up inside of that bubble. So even if the feet wore down, it wouldn't be a big issue because it probably wouldn't get to the writing. Personally, I don't know how much I believe that one, like if at all. Just because you would really have to wear the feet down for you to not be able to read what the stamps say. Because it's not like it's written onto the pony's foot. It's literally stamped into the material of their foot. So it's a part of the mold where that part of the mold goes up a little higher so that that writing is literally indented into the body. It's not written. If it was written, it would go away. And that would really suck for, today's world of collecting. But, so yeah, those were the other 2 differences with that. There was something else I wanted to share with you about Lemon Drop here. So a lot of people, such as myself, want to collect one of every single G1 pony. However, others don't, but still want to have one of each of the original 6. Now, I personally think there's an original 7. I will be discussing that in a video with you guys. I may even possibly film that video today, meaning it will come out tomorrow from when you guys are watching this. But we will not discuss why there is 7 original ponies just yet. Make sure you guys subscribe, which you should do anyway. Then click the bell, and if you haven't already, click it one more time. Why am I doing 2 fingers when I'm saying one more time? And then choose to always be notified of new videos. If you don't choose that, it will only sometimes alert you of new videos. But you only have to do that once per creator. So if you've already subscribed to me, you already hit that bell, and you've already selected to change that, you don't have to do it a second time. But anyways, talking about Lemon Drop. If you you want 2 of each of the original ponies, the flat foot version and the concave foot version. You will not be able to have a flat foot version of Lemon Drop because there is no flat foot version of Lemon Drop. There are people that have claimed to have her, but when asked for proof, they suddenly mysteriously disappear. Dear straw, you are going to get in the way. I have an infected molar, so I have to drink out of a straw. Can't wait for that root canal. But anyways, yeah, so you may be thinking, no, I've seen one for sale, right? No, you haven't. And if you have, it was either a scam or a joke. There is no flat-foot Lemon Drop. But there is, however, 2 versions of Lemon Drop still. So this girl only has stamps on her front 2 feet. Typically, ponies have all 4 feet stamped. There is a version of Lemon Drop that does have all 4 feet stamped. And if you put them side by side, there's actually some subtle differences. One of them will be a little bit puffier or chunkier, whatever word you want to use. One of them will be a little bit bigger or a little bit rounder than the other one. So it's a very subtle difference, but there is a difference either way. And then, yeah, like I said, 2 feet versus the 4 feet. The reason being one of these, which I think is this one, the 2 stamped one, came with the stable playset, and the other one you would buy by itself. So there's all of that information. Do with it what you will. And we're going to scoot everybody over, and we are going to get to the uncommon and the rare ponies. Now, the first 2 babies I'm going to show you, I don't know if you would call them uncommon per se, but they're not exactly common either. So that's why I put them in this part of the video. This here is baby Snookum. She is a peekaboo baby. The reason they get their name is because their head turns like so. Let me get you guys a little bit more focused. How's a layout? Or not. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, so baby Snookum. So her flaws, now this is supposed to be a bait box, which I think is so funny because none of the ponies in part 2 what you think are bait in my opinion, maybe, no, I don't even think fair or poor condition actually. Like this girl, she has a little tiny haircut to her forelock, not a good one either, it's a bit uneven. And then she also does have these 2 blue dots. They're actually pretty faint, honestly, and one of them you can even hide if you pose her head just right. So it's really easy for all of that to be hidden. I do need to fix the paint on her eye right there, but that's a super, super, super easy fix. I'm not concerned about repainting the eyes at all. So yeah, I think she wouldn't be good for a picky collector, of course, but for a non-picky collector, she's still super adorable and she would make someone very, very happy. Now, like I said in part 1, if I'm keeping a pony, I'll tell you. If I don't say anything, that means it's for sale. Just because 90 to 100% of the ponies I show you are for sale, so I'm not going to tell you each time it's for sale. Just know if I'm keeping it, I'll tell you. Now, this is Drink and Wet Baby Flicker. They're called Drink and Wet ponies. You can see the hole in the mouth, kind of like the Sippin' Soda ponies. And you would get a bottle with her that you can fill with water. So you give her the water and out the other side. There you go. I'm not going to go into detail about that because I think y'all get it. But yeah, she's actually in very excellent condition. I mean, her blush, her eye paint, her cutie mark. I mean, everything about her is in very excellent condition. So I'm very confused as to why she would be in a bait box. She would make even a picky collector happy. She's in that good of condition. I would honestly say she's possibly even in mint condition. So I just have to brush her hair and do a closer look at her, but I think this girl is in mint condition. Next up, we have a teeny weeny baby. Now, these are even smaller than the newborn babies, and this is teeny weeny baby Little Whiskers is her name, which I think is very strange. I'll get into that in a moment. She does have a tail cut and a mane cut. She's not supposed to have a mohawk. She's supposed to have actual hair, and same with her little stub of a tail. Although, honestly, with how small she is, it does look kind of cute, so not a big deal. She does have a little head and body mismatch, but really, really faint. It's really not bad at all. I honestly can't remember if I have her or not. I'm pretty sure I do, so once she's rehaired, most likely she'll be for sale. Now, if a pony needs to be rehaired, you are welcome to make me an offer, but if you're trying to get a very big discount, it'll be more worth it for me to just buy the hair and rehair it, so I'll probably say no, but it just kind of hit or miss, so it's worth asking. Now, I think it's funny she's called Little Whiskers. Her cutie mark is a rattle. I don't know what that has to do with Little Whiskers in any way, shape, or form. Last time I checked, human babies aren't born with whiskers. So what the hell, Hasbro? Although honestly, there's probably quite a few ponies whose cutie marks do not match their name whatsoever. I can think of one off the top of my head, which would be Sundance. I mean, she's got like hearts, but her name is Sundance, and she's white and pink, and I I don't get it personally. Now, can you guys think of any other ponies off the top of your head whose cutie marks do not match their name? If so, comment them below. I would love to get a whole list. Maybe even do a video showing all of those ponies. I think that'd be kind of cool. So definitely let me know if you have any ideas. This little baby there. Next up, we have 2 rainbow babies. First up is Starbo. Now, a lot of people didn't like the second release of the rainbow ponies because the hair was not rainbow by any means. And the same goes for the rainbow babies. You can see pink, yellow, and blue. Now, the reason these are called rainbow babies is honestly because of their cutie mark, not because of their hair colors. It's just because the cutie marks have rainbows in them. Star, bow, get it? Hey, at least this one makes sense, right? Sorry, little Whiskers. And she does have this little surface mark, something I think will come off very, very easily, so I'm not concerned about it. She's in pretty damn good shape, honestly, minus that little surface mark I need to get off. But she does have a tail and a mane cut, so her hair is actually supposed to be really, really long, a lot longer than most baby ponies. You really can't tell, like if you didn't know that her hair is supposed to be extra long, her tail looks like it's the right length, and even her mane looks like it's all right, maybe slightly cut. So for someone who's a non-picky collector, it probably wouldn't be an issue, but somebody who wants her to have that really, really long mane and tail, you're going to notice, and it's going to be a problem, obviously. So I do need to rehair her before she'll be for sale, but again, you can make me an offer. So this baby rainbow pony, her name is Bright Bow, and you can see her hair is very, very, very long. Her tail, unfortunately, does have a cut, though, because that should also be very, very long. But besides that, she is in very, very, very excellent condition. You know, minus the hair, she would be in mint condition. If she had her tail the right length, this would be a mint condition pony, definitely. So I do need to rehair her. Her hair is kind of like an aqua blue, a yellow, and a purple. So again, no rainbow, but the cutie mark. So she got to fall into that category. Now for the adults and the last 6. First up, we have Mainsail. So this is a twice as fancy pony, and unfortunately well known for head and body mismatch, though for her, she's fortunate because she does not have any of that. Her cutie marks are awesome on both sides. Her only flaw is something else that Mainsail is known for, which is that, unfortunately, the white hair gets very dry and matted, almost like a little rat nest. And then the yellow hair will remain nice and smooth and long and just the way it's supposed to be. It's just something about whatever material they use to make the white hair. It did not work very well. It's just very common that the yellow will be fine and the white will be like that. And the tail is also like that, though she does also have a tail cut, so it's not that big of a deal because I would have to give her a new tail anyway, but the yellow got all mixed up into the white, so even if her tail hadn't been cut slightly, I probably would have had to redo the entire tail anyway. And then we have another twice as fancy pony. This is going to be Melody. So she has fading pink hair, meaning it started as pink, but unfortunately it eventually turns white. In some cases, it's not an always type thing. You can see some pink hues in her tail still, though her hair looks very, very white. I can't tell if she has a haircut because twice as fancy Fifi actually has a short mane, but she's supposed to. So I don't know if that's the case with Melody. I have to look her up and check. But either way, she has to be re-haired because her hair is supposed to be pink. She is also very, very dirty. I think you guys can see some of those spots in there. And that sucks because these are the kind of marks that are probably going to have to come off with like a really deep cleaner. And I can't touch any of her cutie marks or they'll come off. So it's going to be a hassle to clean her. I need to find a tool that's small enough for me to get in between each of those. And you can maybe see like where it looks all light there. That's how her color should be right there. And she's just very, very filthy. So this is not going to be a fun one to clean at all. 2 more twice as fancy ponies. First up is Shoreline. Now this girl I will be keeping. I actually didn't have Shoreline yet. So you can see this part of her hair down here is pink. And then this up here, it's really funny that it's separated actually. And yet up here it's white. So she also has fading pink hair. Her mane has definitely been cut. Now I don't know if she was supposed to have white hair with a pink streak. Because again, I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is pink right here. And it's just a perfect streak like that. And then this is white, kind of like how Mainsail has the yellow, then white, then yellow. So she definitely does have her hair cut anyway, so either way I have to rehair her. But I'm going to have to look her up and make sure I get the right colors for her. I'm going to put her off to the side since this girl will be staying in my collection. The last of the twice as fancy ponies, and I only have 2 more after this to show you. This is Bonnets. Now here's a little craziest part, just insist on being on the size, driving me nuts. No. Alrighty, you win. She does have a service mark on her boutete. Super easy to get off. I was actually already kind of like picking at it and it was coming off, so I'm not worried about getting that off whatsoever. And otherwise, she's in very excellent condition besides needing her hair redone. It is kind of dry. I mean, it's not horrible. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be white or maybe this was fading pink, but I don't see any pink hues in it. So again, I have to do some research on her to figure that out, but she's gonna go over here in my little pony group. The next one. Now, some people might call this a rare pony. Kind of just depends, I guess. But this is, or maybe even a semi-rare pony. But this is a Perfume Puff Pony. You can tell by the poof on the hair. The bangs, or the forelock as it's actually called, is just like normal hair. And then the rest is all poofy like this. And then she is missing her tail. Not a big deal. I don't consider that a bait trait because it doesn't affect the overall condition of the pony. I just need to get this color of hair. And then I'm going to have to look up how to do this, like how to get it to be all floofy like that. And then her cutie marks are absolutely excellent. She does have a mark right here on her cheek. I think it's a surface mark, so I think I'll be able to get it off. Her only other issue is she does have some rust dots in her hair. So I don't know if she had tail rust, kind of like looking inside. It does look like she has some darkening down here in her legs. So she may have had tail rust and then it leaked out onto her mane just by being on her tail and it kind of like flopped over, you know what I mean? Or some fell out and got on her. Then the last pony I'm going to show you, the rare pony, that one also has a couple of spots, nothing big or anything like that. Not a big deal. I'm hoping I can wash it out. If not, I'll just have to kind of trim that piece out. Again, not a big deal. This girl is my second Perfume Puff Pony. I really had to think about that. By the way, these actually used to smell when you got them, so you'd be able to smell their mane and have this perfumey aroma. Smells like dust now. Okay. Don't judge me. I'm not the only person who's ever sniffed a pony. You cannot tell me I am, because I know I'm not. Whoops. Did you guys get a sneak peek? Do you already know who it is? Do you know who it is? Oh, Springy. This is Springy, the color swirl pony. There are only 3 color swirl ponies. You can see here where that awful rust got into her. I don't know if maybe Glory from part 1, she's also missing her tail, so possible she had tail rust as well, or maybe she is the culprit for these terrible little dots. Hopefully I can wash it out, and if not, maybe just trim it out. We'll see what I do. Either way, she's in very great condition. She has a little dark dot there. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. It's probably going to be there to stay just because I'm not going to risk, getting rid of her cutie mark. And then she has some very, very minor issues on her white paint. You can see right there, a little tiny chip on her nose, little tiny chip on her ear. But other than that, she is in fantastic shape. By no means would I ever consider this a bait pony in this condition. She is beautiful. Super stoked to have her. She was actually made in 1991. I think that's why she's so rare, because not many of them were sold in the 90s. They didn't sell as well in the 90s as they did in the 80s. So as obviously sales reduced, that means today there's not as many to buy and therefore they become rare. So she was made in the same year that I was born, 1991. Yes, I'm that old. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. But anyways, so yeah, I'm super stoked to have her. She tends to be very expensive, so I didn't expect to have her, during my first year of collecting, and I am super excited to have her, and I got so lucky on getting her price-wise, and yeah, just wanted to show off this little beauty to you guys. And I think that's it. I think that's everything, guys. So these 4 are the ones I'm keeping. Everybody over here is for sale. Possibly don't have her. I'm 50-50, so I'll kind of put her in the middle there. I'm a little bit blurry. I do apologize for that, but I'm not going to, squish my a big old little gut. I know I'm not big. Don't worry. I'm joking. But either way, that is all. If you guys are interested in any of the ponies that are for sale, definitely make sure you shoot me a message over on my pony Instagram, link in the description below. Check DEPOP first. It may already be listed. If it is listed, the prices are firm on single items, but I do discount when you buy 2 or more. But if the item or the pony you want is not yet listed on DEPOP, that means I'm open to offers. So go ahead and jump on that. Maybe you can get first dibs on that pony. If it's like a month or so after this video has come out and you're watching it, these may possibly be for sale. As soon as I get duplicates, ponies are for sale. And also, I am going to focus when I start buying again, which is going to be probably like a couple months from now. When I start buying again, I'm going to focus on Nirvanas, rare ponies, and then ponies like this, kind of like the more uncommon ponies. So hopefully I'll have a very, very large number of uncommon ponies for you guys to buy soon. All right, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, gotta get I squished my stomach anyway. I had to get my magic stick. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a good one. Bye! Did it work? Didn't work. Damn it, stick, you're supposed to work. Stupid stick.